Good morning, gorgeous souls. Happy weekend, happy Easter weekend. And I want to thank all of you who either came to the Sober Spring workshop, or you have been watching the replay. I know I've been sending a lot of replays out and having some wonderful conversations in the DMs. And I am popping on here today to really share next steps with you, so that if you are, you resonated with the training, you've perhaps been learning about the wellness tree for a while, you love the idea of the tree, perhaps you're starting to connect with your tree, but you've got some questions, you've got some I'd love to bring this in, I'd love to bring that in. I know why I want to do this, I can see where I want to get to, but maybe there's some things coming up for you, some fear, maybe you're stuck in that old identity, you're trying to release these drinking cycles that are maybe going on for you, and you really want to be all in to your alcohol-free self. And this is what I talk about a lot. It's this space between the two identities, and it is this dying off period, it's this gap that we're trying to navigate, and we feel like two different people, and it's just so frustrating. And this is where the Wellness Tree methodology will really support you. This is the work I do, this is inside and out. I've lived this, breathed it myself. I know the struggles, I know the frustration, and I know how absolutely amazing it feels when we are all in. We're making those empowered decisions, we're feeling free from drinking, and it's totally possible for you too. So the workshop replay is available in the guides. Just send me a message if you can't find it, I'll send you the link. And it's also on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And what I'm going to do in this live is to help you to see if you're ready. Maybe you have been circling around for a while, you've been toe dipping, watching, you're curious, and perhaps now you're just feeling like, right, I'm ready, I've just got to make this work. And yes, perhaps there's fear coming up, but you're ready to just step through that and make this work. And as I say, this is how the Wellness Tree is set up. It is to support the nervous system through this, because we don't like change. Change is scary, and I've got your back. So I've got some questions that you can just answer yes or no to. These are really going to help you to get some clarity. And the first question is, do you want to get and stay sober? Now, with this question, I don't want this to bring up like, oh my God, sober forever, because that's not how I work. I like to work very small, thinking of, we don't want to freak ourselves out, this isn't helpful at all. So perhaps for you, because the thing to remember is we're all at different places on our sober journey. So maybe you've been dancing around the edges of sobriety for a while, you are maybe ready to just take a break, and perhaps you've tried to take a break many times before, and perhaps you can do a little time and then you start wobbling, and then you'll start, the wine witch whispers come in, and you just find yourself pressing the effort button, and there you are again, and you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll start Monday, I will sort this out, I'll get there, but I just need to get this out of my system. And I know this because I have been there so many times. I know this so well, I feel it so well, and I truly and utterly get it, and it's perfectly normal. But we don't want to stay here. So taking a break can be a really great place to start, but as you take a break, you want to have a plan in place, and you want to have tools and resources to support your nervous system. And you really want to have this plan, because the focus isn't on the alcohol. This is where my work is really different with the Wellness Tree to typically what is out there, because I am more focused on helping people to build really strong foundations. And this is the root work that we do. So we want to create a feeling in your body of anchored being, feeling supported, getting you into action, right? Supported action, because then you're going to start seeing results. You're going to start seeing sober days adding up. And this builds confidence. This builds the, wow, look at me doing this. I can do this. And we don't worry about sustaining it. We just trust and we just stay really focused on that present moment. And this is a practice. And then maybe you're someone who's ready now to create more of a long-term sobriety. Perhaps you want to do 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, the rest of the year. Perhaps you're ready to create your completely free alcohol life. And I really love it when people tell me this, because this was me, and I'm like, yes, come with me, come on this amazing adventure. But also I recognise that, you know, it can take a lot of stop-starts to actually get to that decision. And we know when we're ready, we feel when we're ready. So that's the first question. Do you want to get and stay sober? Whether that is taking a break, whether it's doing an experiment, that's how I like to see it. And that is our feedback. Second question, do you want to build healthy success habits, healthy habits? Would you love to have some things in your day that you are doing, that are supporting you, that are keeping you on track? Question 3, would you like some additional support to getting and staying sober, to helping you with this instead of struggling alone? Maybe you've tried this for so long by yourself, you're just stuck in that cycle, and you just need that hand, you need that, like, come on, this is the roadmap, let's dive into the wellness tree together and see how we can get you some extra support. Question 4, do you want that support later or sooner? Like, are you ready now? Are you just like, I'm done, I'm absolutely done with this. No more wasting time, I'm ready now. Are you willing to follow step-by-step guidance and implement it? So we have the roadmap of the wellness tree. However, we're all different, we're all unique. And I really believe in working with people's where they're at. So one size doesn't fit all. And I also love to work intuitively and what each individual is needing. So it's following that individual guidance and it's taking action on it. It's taking action. If we don't take action, we're not going to see the results. We are going to stay where we are. Next question, are you committed? Are you determined to keep showing up and keep doing the work even when it feels hard? So it's so important to understand that sobriety, just like anything else, is a practice. And you may have heard this term, keep on keeping on. And that's exactly what we do. But as I've said, we need to have a plan. We need to have that structure in place, and the wellness tree supports perfectly with this. And it also shows you how to get back on track, how to learn from your failures, how to embrace failure, and how to, glue any holes that are there, and how to really cement that more. So it's a constant learning journey, and it's curiosity. It's being that watcher of ourselves. Now, do you desire to make a bigger impact in the world? So whether that's, it starts from us. What is that? What do I want to bring to the world? It's different for all of us. Maybe you have a business, you have a mission. Is alcohol getting in the way of that? And there's no judgment here. I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people, even people who don't have businesses, but they want to be the leader of their own lives. And this is where it starts. And if unhealthy habits and things are getting in the way, then we need to see how we can unpick these and release them and really cut with love so that we can be all in this new identity. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? Do you have that determination? Do you have that desire to keep going even when it feels hard? And this is also about navigating through life's challenges and not letting yourself, fall down and stay there and give up. Are you willing to get back on and keep trying? This is what I'm looking for, is people with grit, resilience, and I help you to tap into this. And it's not about doing it alone and flapping in the wind, feeling lost. Again, this is where the Wellness Tree just holds us so beautifully in this power, and I teach you to do that. Do you believe that structure and guidance would be supportive to you? And would you love to have energy all day? Would you love to get to know you, how you work best? Would you love to set your days up, your weeks up, so that you're really supporting all of you, your mindset, your energy, your nervous system? So if you answered yes to these questions and you're curious and you would love to learn more about how I can support you with this, with the Wellness Tree, there's a few different ways that you can work with me. That's either in group coaching or one-to-one. I have different options available, but everything that I do, I work with the Wellness Tree methodology, and this is my own methodology. I talked about the Wellness Tree, gave you a toe dip in the workshop, in the Sober Spring workshop, and everything I do is tailored to the individual. So also it's holistic transformation. This isn't just another sobriety program, and I don't have a heavy focus on alcohol. You are supported to leave drinking in a very gentle, nurturing way. And I talk about embracing failure and not being perfect. And we're going underneath. We're supporting you, building the strong foundations, really working on the healthy habits, all of the branches, life areas, baby step style is a particular way we do this. So we are diving deeper, and we're addressing the mind, the body, the soul, and the spirit, just bringing it all together so you can have these deep roots. And so you're growing these strong branches, gorgeous, juicy fruit. So you're finding your happiness, your freedom, and just alcohol just isn't a thing anymore. Now, the Wellness Tree is your secret weapon. It's literally laser focused. So in my own journey, all of the messiness, all of the things that I've tried, I've taken everything that's worked for me, plus the training I had from Jolene Park, Grey Area Drinking Coaching, plus other coaching I've had, other mentors, my own experience, my own things, intuition, everything is packaged into this tree. And I still use this tree in my own journey. I'm now on a sugar freedom journey, and it's helping me to grow my business. And as I shared in the training, it literally works with any life area, any change that you're wanting to implement. It really is a guide, it's a roadmap, and it's personal to you. And we're not, as I said, we're not just talking about quitting alcohol. We're really finding out about you. So we're unlocking your potential. My programs really empower you to figure out what's holding you back. And we do this together. We create space. We do a lot of kind of letting go energetically of things that are no longer serving. So we're creating that space, and this feels very settling because it's like, oh, I can breathe. It's like, oh, okay. And then we're ready to bring in the new identity, and then we're showing up from that place. We're building on new habits. So this is infusing your new life with new energy, fresh energy, new starts, new beginnings, showing up in a different way, an empowered, positive way, claiming that this is who I am, this is how we're doing things. And it can take a bit of, it almost feels like this doesn't feel natural, but it soon will, because this is how you repeat particular things that we do inside my programs, particular systems I introduce you to, using that wellness tree. And this is how you become, you be the new version of you. So inside of my programs, we have this wealth of tools and resources. But these are not just any old things. These are specific things tailored especially for grey area drinkers. So we're really supporting that nervous system as you're leaving the old identity and stepping into the new identity. So these tools and these resources, like everything that you need to succeed on your journey, and you have these for life, everything that you need is there. And these are creating these strong foundations, supporting your nervous system as you navigate through this gap. I also give you consistency. I am checking in with you, I'm holding you accountable, and you have that structure in place. And when we have accountability, it's so powerful because we know we have to report back and we have to check in with a coach or a mentor, and we're like, I did that thing. And it's so good to just write a quick message and say, Kath, I did that thing, and like, wow, I'm feeling so good, I did it. And this just fires you up so much. We're also diving into mindset, magic and archetypes, which is something really unique about the wellness tree that we do together. We're exploring the depths of the mindset and the energy, and I introduce you to specific energy archetypes that will support you on your journey. And this completely changes the way that you view yourself and helps you to really get behind this energy of the new identity even more. So we're thinking and we're being in new ways, which is just what I couldn't figure out at the start of my journey. I knew I had to become this different person, but I didn't know how. And then I learned about the archetypes and like, wow, total game changer there. You also will have a really empowered community. So if you joined in the group coaching program, you have the Reboot community, really gorgeous community. If you join one-to-one, you have another community. You don't have to be in them, but they are there as a little extra, as some extra support, because community is so important. It's really important to know that you're not alone, you're doing it with others, and it gets to be really exciting, really uplifting. Now here's a big, magical, exciting thing about working with me. I do something called flexible sobriety because I recognise that not everyone is ready to quit drinking. They want to, but to actually let it go, and I'm talking about grey area drinking, so I'm not talking about end of spectrum where you'd need to be medically detoxed. I'm literally talking about people that can stop drinking, even if that's only for a few days, but they then go back to it. I will actually help you to stop drinking. We do this in gradual steps, so it's not a big freak out, oh my God. Remember, I work with the nervous system, so it's in my eyes to make sure that you're feeling supported. So we go at the speed that suits you, but we always want to be working in baby steps. So you're not going to be staying where you are, and you're not going to be going back, and if you do go back, I will help you to get back on track. And we do this with taking a break, we do this with, slowing down, setting a quit date together, empowering you all the while, getting these tools, these resources, these solid foundations in place. And when we take the focus off the alcohol and we come out of all the emotional drama that we associate with alcohol and we beat ourselves up, when we're not doing that, but we're focusing on empowered habits and choices and rituals, the energy shifts, everything changes, and we start feeling so much better about ourselves. So we're stretching into this discomfort. We're learning how to work with discomfort, how to make it our new comfort zone. And this is how you can then move your goalposts. So you could do like a week sober, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, and so on. And this is what I did on my own journey. It was messy, it was imperfect. I had 1,000 day ones, but eventually I got liftoff. And if I'd known all this wellness tree system in the first place, it would have been so much easier. But I think I had to go through all this so that I can be here now sharing this with you. You're also going to have your life up-leveled. And this is a surprise that many of my clients find when they start implementing their plan and they notice the ripple effects that happens in their lives, and suddenly their mood improves, their confidence gains because they're showing up better, they're making better choices, nicer to be around, so their relationships improve, they're feeling better about themselves, they're having great sleep, so they're naturally wanting to look after themselves more. And this brings us so much more into the present moment and wanting to look to the future and really questioning ourselves more and what do we want. So we're focusing on creating a future where sobriety becomes your superpower. And this is, again, we're still working with the wellness tree. If you resonate with the wellness tree, it can be your guide for life. And it's something that develops and grows with you. You have my personal investment in my program, so I've poured literally everything in there, my heart, my soul, my time, my resources, all my mistakes, everything that has happened with me, all the feedback, all my day one experiments and things like that. Everything is inside the tree, transformed and so adaptable for each person as well. So it's built on real experience. It's not just lessons and it's not just theory. It's not a bunch of recorded videos. It's like literally me coaching you live in person on Zoom. Also, having said that, if one of the things holding you back from signing up is like, oh, I'd love to do group, but I can't, I don't know, I'd rather like study that in my own time. That's fine if you want to do that. You know, I offer some one-to-one as part of that. I love to actually work with the person, so there is some flexibility among that. And I'm really wanting you to get real results from imperfect action. So it's not about being perfect and worried about being failure and things like that. That has to come with us, and we have to transform that and work with us. And real change, real lasting change comes from embracing imperfect action, focusing on simple baby steps. So if you are loving the sound of this, you would love to see how you could work with me in a deeper way. I have different programs, different options, different price points. Best thing to do is to send me a private message here on Facebook. We can have a little chat in the DMs. We can book a free call to chat further if that feels like a good fit for you. And let's do it. I have 4 places available for one-to-ones. I have more places available in the Reboot. You can join the Reboot anytime. That's my group coaching program. I've got 4 places one-to-one available. So yeah, come and have a chat with me. Thanks for watching, and remember to also check out the workshop. If you missed it, I can send you the link so you can really get this wellness tree into your mind and just see how it sits for you. Take care. Have a wonderful Easter weekend. Lots and lots of love. Bye.